There weren't many local sports headlines during the summer of 2020, but one of them was the hiring of the new Needham varsity baseball coach, Rich Raymond. Sports producer Kristen Connors caught up with Coach Raymond to learn about his previous experience along with his expectation for this upcoming spring season. Take a look.
Could you start off by just telling me a little bit about your coaching history and what it feels like to be here in Needham?
So my background coming after college, graduating in the spring of 2011, I had an opportunity to come back to my hometown where I was able to assist on the Summer Legion team as the assistant coach. So that was technically my first stop. I then actually had a chance to, my first head coaching gig was that fall. We had a fall Legion team where I was able to help lead and run that team for the fall season. And then my high school team and my high school coach, who I had played for years prior, was in need of assistant coach because his old guy left. So him and I, we sat down, we spoke, and we thought it would be a good mutual fit, which I was super thankful for because I respect, a lot out of my head coach, and I consider him a great mentor, friend, father figure at this point right now too. So I had a chance to work with him for 3 years, be a part of my hometown, really learn a lot more about the game of baseball, how to be able to, coach and understand, what it's like to get kids to, believe in the process and being able to compete at a very high level. And then my first college stop was actually right up the road from where I grew up in Connecticut at Eastern Connecticut State University. Did that for one season, which was great. We had a really great year. We made a nice run in our conference playoffs and actually ended up losing the conference championship game that year to a really talented University of Southern Maine team. And then from there, I made a pit stop. I transitioned over to the junior college route, where I had a chance to go to Monroe College in New Rochelle, New York, where I became the varsity assistant / pitching coach for them, and then also the head JV coach for them as well. So that was a really neat opportunity because it allowed me to kind of coach my own team, being able to put together pitching plans for the varsity team and being able to enable that process and program. And then this past summer, I was fortunate enough to see that the job posting in Needham became available, and got everything together, put my name in the hat, and was fortunate enough to be selected for the interview process, go through that, and was very fortunate to be able to become the new head coach of this program at Needham High School.
Speaking of that, so the MIAA did approve a postseason for the spring this year. So what does that mean to you, and how do you think it would mean to these kids that they have a chance to have this complete full season after missing out?
Absolutely. So, it's everything that you work for, right? So, it's a progression. My philosophy and what I want to take within this program is we focus one game at a time and one practice at a time, and we have to get better every single day. And it doesn't have to be by leaps and bounds, but everyone coming in with a purpose and understanding that we need to try and get 1% better every single day. And we're obviously working towards an end goal, and we have to have short-term goals and long-term goals. Long-term goals will obviously be for us being able to play on the last day of the season, which this year would be July 3rd, and we're playing in the state championship, which I'm glad that we're able to have a full slate of playoffs. But obviously, we have to take care of our business, with every step of the way before that. So I think for them to be able to experience kind of that competitive nature and having an opportunity to really earn a spot to go play in the playoffs and being able to compete against some of the best teams in the, not only in their district, but in the state, and knowing that they are well prepared, that they are well coached, and that they can go out and be able to, let it loose, have fun, and be able to execute, I think for them will be the ultimate reward.
It's one of the great things about being an athlete, having those goals. So you did speak about this a little bit in your last answer, but I just want to ask this. Do you have any expectations coming into this season of how you want it to go?
Yeah, my expectations coming into this season, again, kind of really focusing on the day by day. I think with the fact that a lot of these kids had the past year off, some of them were able to play, summer baseball to a certain degree. But I think my foundation this year, my philosophy is really bringing it down to basics and almost for someone that's not a New England Patriots fan, copying kind of Bill Belichick mentality is, we have to be able to do the little things better than everyone else. Because coming out into the season, we have to be able to throw and catch the baseball. I think that's going to be a priority for us. So we have to do the little things better than everyone else for us to be really successful, and really just focus on today and being like in the present moment, being in the now, and not worrying about who we're playing tomorrow, who we're playing 3 days from now. It's really focused on us individually as a team. It's focused on us individually as a player and as a coaching staff, that what can we do to better ourselves today, so that way we can, improve upon that tomorrow. So that's my philosophy this year, is really breaking it down to, basics.
Is there anything else that you wanted to mention that you haven't yet?
To be honest, I'm very fortunate. I'm very thankful. I think about that a lot, day and night, especially now as we've gotten going. The support that I've received here from parents, from faculty, from the players, in terms of, before we even technically got started over the past 3 months, just with, their support of me coming into the program, offering any assistance that I may need. I'm very thankful that, we had a couple of coaches that decided to stay on, as our JV and freshman coach. And I was able to actually bring on a close friend of mine, a former player, that played for me at Tolland, that is going to be now our new varsity assistant. So I have a lot of, support. I think this is a tremendous town. This is a great conference that we're playing in, and I think it's one of the top conferences in the state. So I really look forward to, getting to know what this conference is all about, really getting to see, the type of mentality and work ethic our players have. And I've seen a little bit of that already, and I'm very pleased and very happy. So I'm ready to hit the ground running with our guys. So today's going to be our full first practice, and I'm hoping to see, what we can accomplish over the next week before our first game against Brookline.